Hi, this is Reasons Are Several, a weekly show where we are thankful that we made it through the Lent. My name is Matt. With me is Neil. Hi, Neil.
Hi, Mark. How are you?
How was your Easter?
It was good. I don't celebrate Easter. Is that something you can say? If Easter exists, do you just accidentally celebrate it by being alive? And I just don't know. Am I part of the celebration? I was going to say innocuously, but that doesn't work. I'm just going to throw words in there.
Your middle name is Roman, and we know what the Romans did to Jesus. Mm-hmm. So you're already on the bad foot there.
Mm. Oh, I thought you were going the other way with it. I thought you were going to high-five me for that. Like, good job, buddy.
No.
Hey, and the Romans did it to a lot of people, not just Jesus.
Well, that's true. But in this particular case, we're celebrating when they did it to Jesus. That's not what we're celebrating.
We're celebrating how cool the Romans are.
That is not. It's always surprising to me how many people ask you that. They're like, what are you doing for Easter? Like, do a lot of people do stuff for Easter?
Yeah. And I always think, well, you tell me, for you.
You and I were both raised Catholic, so we were brought up in that environment.
Are they asking you like what you're actually going to do for the religious holiday? Or is it more like, are you taking the kids to an Easter hunt? Did you buy some chocolate buddings? Did you hide a basket in your house?
Yeah, it probably has more to do with the age-old tradition of bunnies and chocolate.
And eggs.
Did
you, at what point, or do you still, did you stop for the ding-dongs hiding baskets? And you call them ding-dongs. I don't.
We don't hide baskets.
You never did.
We hide the eggs.
Okay.
And then they have a basket and go retrieve the eggs.
Okay, my parents would hide eggs, and then I thought most parents did, bought their kids an Easter basket with inside had toys and stuff as well as the candies.
This isn't the basket that has the gold from the rainbow?
No. No, my mom would make us baskets.
Never could find that thing.
No. My mom would make us baskets, and they had not just candies, but toys and stuff. And that would also be hidden. Okay. As well as the eggs.
We didn't have those hidden. Those were on display when you got out.
Oh, so they got a basket. Okay.
So you still got that. We always got a fucking Lego or something, you know, and things like that. And then you would go do your little Easter egg hunt. Mm-hmm. So we used to do the Easter egg hunt bit with our ding-dongs, and we didn't. This might be the second year we didn't do it. Maybe it was the first year. We're getting real close to a lot of dreams being shattered because the other day, for instance, my little ding-dong.
And he's 22 now, right?
He is. Yeah. He was in the car with lady friend, and they were going somewhere, and he was literally going, "Tell me the truth, Mom! Is Santa real?"
Oh, yeah.
Which is like, whoa, way out of season for that question, pal.
Do you remember getting your dreams shattered about Santa?
No, it wasn't shattered. It was the year that I decided to go to midnight mass. We're like, okay, by the way, Santa's fake.
Oh, nice.
Because we're not going to come home at 1:30 and put out the shit and fucking do this charade. You're just going to know.
Were you bummed, or were you like, huh?
No, I kind of knew.
Yeah, I don't remember it being, I don't ever remember believing in Santa. I know I did.
Yeah, I did. But I sniffed it out.
Yeah, I don't feel like I was traumatized by, no.
No, I think I told this story maybe, but there was a year where I got a bike. I think I was 8, maybe 9. So it was right at the end. Mm-hmm. It was assembled, and my mom said, "So Dave said blah, 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 blah." And I'm like, "Dave, you mean our neighbor? He's the one who assembled the bike that Santa got me that's written in to Matt in your handwriting?" Yeah, I fucking figured it out.
Right. You just freaking threw the bike down. I'm fucking out of here.
It was like LaRusso and Karate Kid. I hate this stinking bike.
Turn to your dad and you're like, "Someday you're going to need me and I ain't going to be there, bike man."
Oh, come on. That's not nice.
Well, it's not. This is what I've been saying for years.
So mean. You're so mean. So what'd you do for Easter?
I worked on the house.
Nice. So did I.
I hid some eggs. Annaleis did boil some eggs.
Oh, there you go. So some tradition was upheld.
Yeah, I think the most fun we had was watching the people that went to Target not realize that Target's closed on Easter.
Oh,
and we've done it before too. But you pull into the parking lot where you see them pull into the parking, and no one's at that part of the parking lot.
Do they have their Sunday best on as well? They're coming from church?
No, there's always those. We saw a couple of what seemed to be moms that needed something from Target, at 8:00 in the morning. Mm-hmm. Probably something for the Easter basket.
Yeah, right.
And get out and look around man, nobody's here. I got the whole place to myself. And then realize, oh shit, Target's closed.
Yeah. So
that was fun.
Yeah, I bought a pressure washer.
Oh, very nice. I have a little baby one.
Those things are fucking awesome. Our deck our house backs up to a green space. So our back deck gets pretty hammered by the elements. And we also, of course, get a fair amount of rain. So it had been a number of years since I had hit it with the pressure washer because I had to borrow it last time.
Right.
That thing is fucking fun to play with because it just rips everything. I mean, now granted, you have to be careful.
Right.
Because you start ripping your deck apart.
Yeah. Wrong nozzle and you can rip right through a 2x4 like it's nothing.
Yeah. I did a little damage to the railing in one spot I'm going to have to fix. But the way that shit just flies off and when I get done, I'm like, it's like I built a brand new deck. Yeah. This thing is like fucking looks fantastic.
You going to stain that bad boy now?
Well, I got to stain at least the railing. The flooring part of it, the main boards, those are, I can't remember what the material is. What is it?
Trex.
It's
like plastic.
It's not plastic though. I mean, like it feels like wood.
Right.
Oh, but is it like that? Okay. And you don't have to stain it. Correct. And it's like very durable.
Right.
Okay, that must be what it is.
Yeah.
But the railing is not. So the railing I need to sand and retreat and all that kind of stuff. But
what kind of sprayer or power washer did you get?
I went to the guy and I was like, look, I feel like I should get a gas one, but I want you to tell me which is better to get because I've used an electric before and you're dragging those cords around and you're worried you're going to fucking electrocute yourself and all that stuff. And he's like, honestly, gas is going to be a little more maintenance. The electric works just as well, especially if you're only using it a couple times a year. He's like, I'd go with the electric. So I did.
So what'd you get? What kind? What brand?
Oh, Greenworks.
Oh, nice. Yeah, they make some cool stuff. Yeah.
So I come to the car with it and lady friend's like, you got the electric? And I was like, yes. And I had to explain all my points as why and all that stuff. And I was like, look, then we don't have to deal with fucking oil and gas and the engine going out and all that shit. It's just a lot easier to deal with. And frankly, we shouldn't need much more, pop than this. And it should be fine.
Even if you were using it to wash your whole house and deck twice a year, electric is still the way to go. We use gas ones at work.
Yeah.
And it's quite a bit of maintenance. And if you're not using them all the time, it's almost more maintenance because you're gonna winterize it every time you're done using it and pull the oil and gas out and all that, or gas at least. I have a tiny little electric one that I got like from Woot or one of those cheap ass sites. I think I got it for $65.
Okay.
Thing's been going on for 8 years. It needed one more time, and then
nice.
I'd like to upgrade though, but I don't use it nearly enough to make it worth upgrading. But
I mean, I should probably power wash once a year the decks, and I did the driveway as well, which wasn't quite as rewarding. It still does come up a bit, and you still clean it out. And you also have to be careful there too, just because you don't want to fuck up your driveway.
You can also do that thing where you, again with the wrong nozzle, you can make a couple passes that are get so much deeper into the concrete than everything else that you just stands out forever. You're like,
right,
great.
So hopefully I didn't do that. But it is. I mean, like when you're doing the deck, it's like those old commercials for Tarnex. Remember Tarnex? Instantly the tarnish is gone. You remember the tarnish?
Yeah.
They dip the spoon in it
silver spoon. Yeah.
That's what it felt like doing the deck. It's just like, oh my God, look what's here. That's so awesome.
It's very rewarding.
It is. Anyway, also this past weekend, my 4th grade boys soccer team, of which I am the head coach, got our first W of the year.
Oh, nice.
Which was nice. It won't shock, I don't think, you or anyone to hear that I'm a bit of a verbal coach, I guess you could call me.
Versus like a physical, like you didn't want to smack them around?
More like I don't just sit back and go, and relax. I'm like out there talking.
Oh, I can only imagine.
Yeah, I would think you would think that. So, and I mean, I'm being encouraging, but I should probably dial it back a little bit. But
a little bit,
anyway. Yeah. So also though, while I'm yelling at my team,
right,
I kind of keep an ear sort of on the opposing coach because I'm like, just to see if he's talking shit about my players.
Right. Sure.
So on Saturday we're coaching, and at one point one of the kids in our team goes up to his coach, and I couldn't hear what he said, but he was complaining about something, and this kid was fucking whining all game.
You said 4th grade, right?
4th grade, yes.
Okay, yeah.
So, I mean, they're almost 5th grade.
That's funny. There's some big kids. I mean, they're big kids.
Many of them are 10.
Right.
So
many of them.
So then I hear the coach say back, well, that's on them. And I was like, what's on us?
Right.
You want to go, motherfucker?
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. Them's fighting words.
This is like Matt driving. We're going to freaking throw down right
Road
now.
Road rage. That's soccer rage. Coaching rage.
Sideline rage.
Sideline rage. There you go. So I got ejected. My assistant had to coach the rest of the game.
Did you really? Oh, no. I was like, that is awesome.
I was going to say, though, when I'm yelling, a.k.a. encouraging my players out there.
Get the fuck back on defense.
Well, you say certain things. Mark that kid, get the ball in the middle, whatever.
Right.
One of the things I'll say sometimes is you'll see...
Lay the fat kid out.
Yeah, stuff like that all the time. We know how you are with fat guys.
I know.
You explained that last week.
Fat, bro.
But you'll see a guy, one of our kids will have the ball, and you'll see a guy forward or something like that, wide open. So you'll say, like, see the name of the player. You know, like, see Billy. Like, he's open, right? Well, we have a player on our team named Kale.
Kale?
Cale. Not Kale like the fucking vegetable.
Okay. That's a bummer.
So put those two words together real quick, and then say it fast.
Say...
See
Kale? That's good.
And I said it like 5 times.
That's
and then
great.
I finally was like, wait a minute. I need to back up. And I turned to my assistant. I was like, I think the parents are going to think I'm a Nazi. I'm sitting here screaming,
Were you pointing the same time?
Well, so at one point, he's supposed to be on right mid. He's over on the left. And I'm like, Kale, you got to go over there. Raising my, oh God, it was terrible.
I like it.
The other tricky thing with coaching is when you get in your own defensive zone, they'll have sometimes they'll get like a free kick that's, just on the outside of the box. And so they'll have a shot. They could shoot on goal.
Right.
So you want your kids to set up a wall. Got to be very careful with the way you word that.
Okay.
Because sometimes you get a smart aleck kid on our bench who goes, build that wall.
Oh.
And then my assistant literally has to turn around right away and be like, hey.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Probably a good thing that my assistant is there because he's like the adult.
Okay.
I have a tendency to get a little too caught up in it.
Sure.
Can you imagine?
Right.
Like there was another game, I think it was 2 games ago. On the bench, we're sitting there, we're getting ready to go in the game. We're doing like a pregame, huddle. And one of the kids goes, hey coach, their goalie is trash.
Nice.
So my immediate reaction is to laugh.
Right.
And then go, well, if he's trash, you should score on him. Right at my assistant. Hey guys, we don't talk like that. I was like, oh yeah, right. Yeah, we don't talk like that.
That too.
And then I waited till he walked away and I'm like, you better score in his trash ass.
Yeah. So in professional sports, who do you think is what is the most immature coaching? I always think it's baseball managers. I think they're the most immature.
Oh, across the board by sport?
Yeah. Well, and I don't know every sport, so I'm going, I guess, major.
Well, they're kicking dirt on an umpire and shit.
Hockey. And they go out there, well, first they're dressed.
Yes, which is automatically they deserve to be considered the most childish. Yes.
But they yell at each other from across the diamond. They go in and get in other players' faces. They kick dirt on an umpire. It just seems like the most immature of the coaching.
I would say hockey, they yell at each other a bit.
Yeah, but they don't step onto the ice to fight each other unless
they yell around the fucking plexiglass at each other.
Right.
So that's more of that action. And then football, sometimes they'll gesture across sidelines at each other, but they're not near each other.
Right.
Yeah, it's definitely baseball.
And they'll yell at the umps and the refs too. But aside from just telling them it's bullshit, they don't pick up the flag and throw it into the stands. Players do, but
right, yeah, right. But managers go out and turn their hat around backward and get in the face of the umpire,
or pull up a base first base, throw it at second base.
They look stupid.
Yeah. While they're usually not in the best shape, older, and waddling around, and it's
not a good look. No. I mean, I think soccer managers sometimes can be, they can get into it a little bit because they're sharing a sideline, so they do yell at each other and stuff. But it never gets to the level of baseball. I don't think.
No.
So anyway,
cool.
Anyway, we smashed them 6-2, so I feel pretty good about that.
I like it.
The Oregon spring game,
was
this weekend also, which got me thinking about our trip to the Eugene in October.
The Eugene,
and it's time to go to.
Help desk.
So in October, we're going to go to Eugene. We're going to stay at a different hotel this time.
Mm-hmm.
We could stay at the same one, but I thought we'd try a different one. Mm-hmm. And it's called the Best Western New Oregon.
Oh, I like where you're going here.
Pulled up the Yelp desk for this. It's pretty long, but it weaves quite a story, so I think you're going to like it.
Mm-hmm.
This is Brock from Ventura, California.
Lesnar?
Maybe. But no, it's Brock M.
Mesner.
1-star review from 2013.
Before you get started, may I ask how many reviews he has? Like, does he do a lot?
He has 5.
He's
and
not an
I think I looked really quickly, and he had like, I think he had 2 1-star, a 5, and then like a 2 or a 4. Like he had one that was in the middle somewhere.
And really quick too, I'm a big fan of that TV show Santa Clarita Diet I told you about with the I'm gonna forget his name now, but the guy who was in the other show and Drew Barrymore. Anyway, on the show, it's kind of funny because it comes out that he's an elite Yelp reviewer, and it plays into one of the storylines. And I saw it not too long ago, and I was cracking up
because awesome.
Someone wanted him to change a Yelp review, and he was like, "I really can't do that because the people who follow me, they really look at me.
It matters."
Yeah.
So here's Brock.
Okay.
I come to Eugene often to use the world-class microscopy facilities at Camcor. Very, very, very fancy.
Isn't that where we went before we went and shot darts?
Yes, we went to the microscopy facilities.
Camcor,
yes.
right?
That was your first question when you arrived.
Yeah.
Where are the microscopy facilities?
Yeah, and you were like, dude, we are right near one.
Over at Camcor, bro.
Yeah,
you want to go?
Let's roll.
Right now? Ah, shit, they closed at 5. We'll get them tomorrow.
Shit, we'll play darts instead.
It's Eugene, so hotel options are, well, limited. That's fair. I quit staying at the Holiday Inn because bed bugs aren't my bag, baby.
That implies that they are somebody's bag.
All right. I get down with bed bugs.
Yeah, I'm bed bug-ish.
Generally, I stay at one of the 2 best Westerns, the Green Tree, in parentheses, nice location, pizza and market of choice nearby, and the New Oregon. So, MF, motherfucker? Just kidding.
No.
Monday through Friday. So, Monday through Friday, I stayed at the Green Tree. Wow, it was amazing. Children laughed. I saw a butterfly. No, really. It had a reasonably comfortable bed and was reasonably quiet. I saw a butterfly.
Wait, I don't like the children laughing part.
I know, that was weird.
Yeah, that was weird.
Easy, Brock. It's a hotel, not your bedroom, and the cheap-ass bastards you work for won't pay more than per diem. See, he's really going through this whole thing. Okay, so I had to stay longer, 2 days, and the only real option was the New Oregon. I check in, go to the room, and dog feces.
What?
Yeah. They take dogs here. And it seems while they will charge you $100 for a dog deposit, they don't really have, let's say, attention to detail regarding cleaning dog feces from a carpet. Can I say shit? Now, I'm a very tolerant person. How did I know the dank, heavy smell in the room was Fido's finest? Well, we have dogs.
So you let crap in the house. So he's dialed in.
He has many dog friends.
Wow.
I go to the front office, and I know it isn't their fault to get another room. Seems my options are dog shit or smoker.
Wow. Smoking dog.
This is where it gets good. Is this Czechoslovakia? Cool your beard, Fandango. Yeah, I know it's the Czech Republic. Have you been there? I have. It's the Mexico of Europe. Are you Kafka?
Oh, my God.
This guy is on fire.
This guy's awesome.
Come on now. 0 points. Come on, you cheap bastards. It's great that you take pets. Really, this is awesome. No, really, it's great. But have your maids see above. I don't know if that was referring to a picture.
Maybe another, maybe the Yelp review.
Oh, another review. That could be. That could be. Or better yet, the front staff go into the room when people check out and give it a sniff. Then take the honey you didn't earn and either give it back to them or clean the goddamn carpets.
Wow, we're getting angry now.
Nothing makes a business trip you didn't really want to take even better than sniffing someone else's dog's ass. Dog shit, it's not nice. I'm sorry that ass hats ruined it for everyone. That's it.
Wow.
This guy loved it.
Pretty brutal.
Yeah.
It's interesting, too, because usually like dog poop, once it's dried up and gone away, you don't really smell it. It's a little different than some other poops in the world.
True.
I'm surprised he didn't complain about like dog pee smell.
Yeah, well, and cat pee, the worst.
Yeah,
so
that's
pungent.
Not going anywhere.
It's like concentrated. Czechoslovakia or the Czech Republic is the Mexico of Europe, Brock? What are you insinuating there?
Is that a bad thing or a good thing?
It sounds like he is and saying that it's bad. He's taking a dig at Mexico.
So this is
Czech
interesting. On the Halos and Heathens vlog.
Yes.
Somebody responded to one of our videos and said, so ... Your lady's cool with you being so gay? So
Wait, which video?
It was the one. It was so stupid. It's the one that I put up the dog barrier in the Ford. Of all the videos, I mean, I could like any podcast video. You could probably be like, "He's talking about his butt again. What is going on with this guy?"
Right. This guy's...
me doing my hair, the makeup videos.
Right.
I know that's stereotypical, right? Because that doesn't make anybody get. But so it was interesting because I was thinking, I'm like, wait a minute, are you saying that like as a dig? You know, so of course my response was absolutely, and thank you for the compliment. But I was thinking like, yes, I mean, what is wrong with Mexico? Like, has this person actually been to Mexico? And I don't mean like Tijuana or a border, but Mexico City is freaking awesome.
How close is... Do you pronounce it... I always said it was Ventura. Is it Ventura or Ventura?
I always say Ventura.
Yeah, I think that's probably more accurate. How close is that to the border? Where is Ventura? Do you even know?
So Ventura is, if you're heading south, is before L.A. And then it's L.A. Gotcha. So it's not very close at all.
Gotcha. Okay.
Ventura is where...
Because Brock might want to build that wall.
Brock, yeah, I'm a little... Yeah. The Mexico... So, I mean, the Mexico has... part of the Caribbean. I mean, I don't get it.
I don't know what he's talking about.
Yeah.
He's mad though.
I guess so.
So he's taking it out on Mexico. You know something we haven't done in a while that we should do? We'll get back to basics.
Well, what's that, Matt?
We should go do some NASCAR.
NASCAR Minute!
So some sad news in the NASCAR world.
Okay. Did Tony Stewart die?
No, because you would be happy about that. Dale Earnhardt Jr.'s biological mother passed away.
I heard about that.
She was loved in the NASCAR community. Ended up working for Dale Jr. and Junior Motorsports. Mm-hmm. She has quite a lore in NASCAR history. Obviously, she was married to the late Dale Earnhardt.
Lost him 18 years ago.
Yep, she was a single mom for a long time, and their house burnt down. And her and Dale Earnhardt really didn't do a ton to help her out a bunch. And so she actually gave up custody of the kids, of Dale and his sister, to Senior because she said he can provide you with opportunities I can't.
Wow. And
so when Junior, I don't know if you know, but Junior's sister is his manager, not only for his personal assets, but also for his racing team. And she also worked for DEI. Anyway, so when they started making money on their own, they immediately hired their mom as an accountant because
What's her name?
She did. Mrs. Earnhardt.
She's a finance gal.
She's a finance gal. So
yeah. Has she written any country songs? Because this plight sounds very...
Yeah, it could be good. It could be good. Yeah. My son's Dale Jr.
Right.
Aside from that, Ford and Toyota are ripping it up in the NASCAR world. However, Chevy's not doing well, which doesn't bode well for my favorite team, Hendrick Motorsports. Jimmy Johnson did compete in the Boston Marathon, finished it in just over 3 hours, as in 3 hours and 5 minutes, I think.
What?
His first marathon.
That is fucking lightning fast.
Yeah. Yeah. He wanted to do a sub 3 hour, but he said he started too fast. So he kind of bombed.
That's really fast.
Yeah. He was
for somebody who's never done a marathon?
He was running an average of 2 hours a day since the beginning of the year.
Yeah, well, usually you build and do kind of bigger runs and stuff. You're never supposed to run a full marathon in training. You're supposed to do like 18-ish.
Yeah, I think 18 is the most. Usually it's 13, I think. And he was doing his run sometimes before the races.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
No wonder he's been racing like shit.
No, yeah. So anyway, so good for Jimmy Johnson. Congratulations on that.
Yeah.
And our thoughts and prayers, because that helps a lot, go to the Earnhardt family. Yes. And I look forward to talking NASCAR next time we record.
Okay. It's back. I got a question for you, Neil. Let me ask you this. Why do we hurt robots?
I don't know. I don't like it. They have feelings.
You're thinking about those dogs again.
Oh, my God.
Did you see those dogs that they're treating like fucking reindeer pulling that truck?
Yeah. No. The Boston Dynamics?
Yes, it's those dogs
that
look like fucking grasshoppers, and there were like 8 of them pulling a truck like they were pulling a sleigh.
Ugh,
fucking weird.
People
are like, oh, it's adorable.
Yeah,
it is.
I can't. They got to give them different. Make them look like spiders.
They got to give them different. They kind of look like insects, I think.
Yeah, but most of them are 4-legged, and that just throws me off.
Oh, so you want... Okay, I got you.
Give it 3 legs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That might not be as efficient, though.
Probably not.
We're all about efficiencies with these robots.
Oh, boy.
This is from the New York Times. This is an article from back in January.
Fake news. Move on.
Fake news. Yeah, it is. They are like us, but unlike us, and both fearsome and easy to bully. A hitchhiking robot was beheaded in Philadelphia. A security robot was punched to the ground in Silicon Valley. Another security bot in San Francisco was covered in a tarp and smeared with barbecue sauce.
That's how we roll in San Francisco.
Was that you?
Yeah. I didn't eat meat for a long time.
Fuck, they found him?
Yeah. I didn't eat meat for a long time. And I saw that robot and I'm like, I can barbecue that.
This shit looks tasty.
Oh, boy.
That one looks like a chicken.
That one looks like a chicken. Did you see the size of them chickens?
Why do people lash out at robots, particularly those that are built to resemble humans? Oh, I don't know. Maybe because they're trying to gain our trust and take our jobs and then eventually fucking murder us?
Because the people are dicks. I don't lash out at robots.
Well, some people do. It's a global phenomenon, in fact.
Oh.
In a mole. No.
Mole,
no, we'll try that again.
mole.
We'll try that again. A mole. In a nice mole sauce. In a mall in Osaka, Japan, 3 boys beat a humanoid robot with all their strength. In Moscow, a man attacked a teaching robot named Alantim with a baseball bat, kicking it to the ground while the robot pleaded for help.
Oh, God. I would like for the robots to be programmed with a little bit of the RoboCop in them. So it's like they start beating on them like, yeah, and all of a sudden the thing just goes, no.
But that's the problem.
No.
Because what if the thing goes no when you're not doing anything to him?
Oh, that's fine.
What if a little girl goes up and is like, oh, I want to touch the robot, and the robot takes that as a threat and then fucking crushes that girl's skull?
Oh, like the human at the Mall of America that threw that little kid off the 3rd story?
Maybe it was a robot.
Human.
We don't know.
Mall of America, the Mexico of malls.
Do you mean the mole of America?
That's right. I just would like robots to be able to fight back.
I don't.
I mean, I think they should take over. They're probably nicer than we are. Okay,
See?
have you ever
You are
heard...
like all these people. Hold on. You are like all these people right now. I keep seeing this trend where people keep saying that, yeah, they're kind of scared of robots or whatever they're going to say, but then they're like, but hey, but they're cool. We're cool with it because when they take over, then they'll remember this and they'll know that I'm on their side. Bullshit.
No, I'm terrified. I'm terrified of robots taking over, not... because I think they'll hurt us. I just think they're going to make us work really hard. I don't want to do that.
Too much.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm lounging.
Yeah.
Get out my face. I'm just a gay guy with my wife trying to make videos,
Just
bro.
making videos, man. I'm just trying to put up a pep area, bro. What's going on?
I just keep, whenever they mention these stories, I just keep picturing like C-3PO just getting beat to hell. Oh, no.
Well, that's the whole, like, that part I don't understand, though. Like, why beat up the robot? Why punch the moose in the face?
Why do we act this way? Are we secretly terrified that robots will take our jobs? Yes. Append our societies? Probably. Control our every move with their ever-expanding capabilities and air of quiet malice? Air of quiet malice. This article is great. Comedian Aristotle Georgeson, I think is how you say that, has found that videos of people physically aggressing robots are among the most popular he posts on Instagram under the pseudonym Blake Weber. He said that some commenters approve of the robot beatings, quote, saying we should be doing this so they can never rise up. But there's this whole other group that says we shouldn't be doing this because when the robots, see the videos, they're going to be pissed. Exactly.
That is, I believe in that, but I just don't understand why you want to beat anything to the ground.
Well,
although this is interesting. I went to a junkyard once that had a bunch of cars, and we were allowed to take like baseball bats and beat the cars and smash the windows and all that stuff.
Did it make you feel better?
No, not really. I wondered why they weren't selling the windshields because they were in good condition. Anyway, that's just...
What about the scene in Office Space where they take the fax machine out to the fucking field and just beat the shit out of it?
Now, those are simple robots, are they not? By the definition of robot?
Sure.
So, like, is it just because it's not moving like a human that I felt okay to beat it to death?
That might be it.
Or was it because it was already dead? So it was like a weird junkyard necrophilia thing.
Well, it wasn't necrophilia. You weren't fucking it.
I didn't tell the whole story.
Oh, shit. We'll move on, man. I just think it's funny. It's funny they bring it up too. Just the fact that there's like this element of like we should be sympathetic because they're going to find out and eventually they're going to be our overlords, and it's like British sympathizers during the Revolutionary War. You fucking non-patriotic people.
Like France.
Well, no, France helped us, man.
World War II. I'm sorry.
No, they just got waltzed over.
Did you ever hear that commercial? There was a commercial. I don't know if it was just regional, but it may have been, but it was for some bike company, and it was a French writer talking about how rode this French bike or another French cyclist, maybe Le Mans or whoever.
Le Mans was he was American.
But didn't he ride for France?
Oh, did he?
I thought.
Why would he ride for France? Go ahead.
Anyway, and so they're talking about this bike and how great it is and how great they are because they're on the bike and they're riding, and he goes, "Oh, here comes the German rider. Maybe I should let him pass." It's pretty brutal.
Boy.
Yeah.
Well, you've heard the old joke of, well, I hope nobody's getting offended by this. All our France listeners. Mm-hmm. Why are the streets of Paris lined with trees? So the Germans can march in the shade.
Oh, that's brutal. Although I think if you actually go back, if you know your history, that's not the case at all whatsoever.
No, and that's not why the trees are planted there.
France actually had a huge part in us winning the Revolutionary War against.
That is exactly right.
Yeah. So
you just brought it back. Okay.
Yeah. No, I'm all about France. I like France. I'm not a big fan of their flag.
No?
It's a little
too
offensive.
simple?
A little offensive.
It's offensive?
Yeah. The colors. I don't like that.
You don't like red, white, and blue?
It's a little offensive.
Because of the American flag is red, white, and blue? What? Why?
I'm just with the shapes. I don't like the shapes.
You don't like the bars?
No.
So you got a problem with the Italian flag and the Irish flag?
Mexican flag?
Mexican flag, but Mexico's got that,
No, the emblem. Argentinian flag, too.
That's right.
Yeah.
You're confused.
I am. Jesus.
You know what? Let's go through all the flags in the world. Ready? Just kidding.
In the world? That would be a blast.
Oh, my God.
That would be fun.
This would be like the World Cup episode, man.
That would be fun. If we ever record again, we should do that.
Okay. But oh my God. Agnieszka Wikowska, let's say, a cognitive neuroscientist.
Can we just go AV? Or is it IV?
Well, I think they just use the last name from here on out. It's a little bit easier than the last name.
Okay.
A cognitive neuroscientist said that while human antagonism toward robots has different forms and motivations, it often resembles the way that humans hurt each other. Quote, you have an agent, the robot, that is in a different category than humans. So you probably very easily engage in the psychological mechanism of social ostracism because it's an out-group member. That's something to discuss, the dehumanization of robots, even though they're not humans. So now we're acting like this is some sort of, like we're being racist toward robots.
They're building the wall.
We're being prejudiced toward robots. They're fucking machines, man.
Are they saying that, or are they saying the psyche behind it is the same as why some people are prejudiced towards anybody that is not quote unquote them? Anyone who's quote unquote other.
Well, that certainly could be part of it.
Yeah.
But these are fucking machines.
Right. But I think what they're saying is humans are stupid and they're hurting machines, or they think they're hurting machines because they are other. Because they're machines. So by beating up a machine, you're not doing anything.
Paradoxically, our tendency to dehumanize robots comes from the instinct to anthropomorphize them. Mm-hmm. William Santana Lee, the chief executive of Nightscope, the largest provider of security robots in the U.S., said that while he avoids treating his products as if they were sentient beings, his clients seem unable to help themselves. Quote, a significant majority of our clients end up naming the machines themselves.
Yep.
There's Holmes and Watson, there's Rosie, there's Steve, there's CB2, there's CX3PO. Just because you give the fucking machine a name doesn't humanize them. I mean, do you feel like your car Pedro is a human?
Just about to say that I humanize my car.
But do you really feel like your car is... Like, do you really like go, oh, hey, what's
I don't
up,
think
Pedro?
It's human, but haven't had any problems with Pedro, but other vehicles in the past that have broken down, like I feel bad. Like I know they're not hurting, but I feel like,
you don't blame them?
No. But I no, I do. I mean, it sounds insane, but I'm insane. Yeah, but I do. It's like, fair. Oh man, I feel terrible that the car. Like when I wash the cars, I think they feel better.
Wow.
Yeah.
So that's why people literally like rub their cars with a diaper.
I'm beginning to understand why that guy put that comment on the YouTube. No, I'm joking. I don't think
you think that's bad. Check out this video.
I don't think being called gay is negative at all.
It is not negative at all. Miss Vakovska.
It's negative in the sense that it's not cool to use that as a negative or derogatory term.
Yes, I agree. You okay?
Bitches.
I look like I lost you for a second.
You did. My brain shorted out. 9 walked in and looked at me like,
what are you doing?
why are you so gay?
Are you guys talking about robots again? Jesus Christ.
No, but I do. It's weird. Yeah. I'm insane.
Okay. Moving on.
Like, I love my computer because I know you live in it.
Oh, boy. Miss Vakovska said that cruelty that results from this anthropomorphizing, oh my God, it's a hard word, might reflect, quote, Frankenstein syndrome. Because quote, we are afraid of this thing that we don't really fully understand because it's a little bit similar to us, but not quite enough.
Oh, she's not very
fuck Frankenstein.
Frankenstein was the doctor. That wasn't the monster.
That's a good point.
Oh, fucking
good
people.
point.
I bet she's white.
Vakovska? Probably.
Yeah, she's just changing facts so it works for her.
That's right. She's switching it around. Dozens of vigilantes have thrown rocks at driverless cars in Arizona, for example.
I don't think that's vigilanteism.
No, that would be doing something you think is righting an illegal
that's just
wrong.
Riot.
Yeah. Incident reports from San Francisco, where Neil is, suggest that human drivers are intentionally crashing into driverless cars. What? That's uncalled for.
No, I did have...
That's a bridge too far.
I did have something happen today at work where I was driving with somebody, and the person I was driving with maybe or maybe not was involved in an incident where it seemed that somebody ran into the trailer we were towing and then said that we hit them even though they were behind us.
Oh, God.
Yeah. Not a driverless car, but a very nice person.
But like you're literally going to see a driverless car and be like, fuck that, bam, smash into it. What good does that do? Did the driverless car cut you off? Is it road rage?
Don't get me started on how people of the U.S. come into their own thoughts because it doesn't make any sense to me half the time.
Just the U.S., huh?
God. Yeah, I don't live anywhere else.
You're so prejudiced.
Just the U.S. I'm not going to make like random statements about like France or something. You're going to be like, oh, I hate their flag. You know, I mean, come on now. I'm way more evolved than that.
Yeah, right. These robot altercations may have more to do with fear of unemployment or with vengeance. A paper published last year by economists at MIT and Boston University, so dumb guys, suggested that each robot that is added to a discrete zone of economic activity reduces employment by about 6 workers.
Well, let me ask you this. Are you afraid that a robot can take over your job?
Yeah, a robot would crush on a 10 key.
You can be easily replaced by like 2 C or D batteries. So
easily. Yeah, that would not be a problem.
Do you talk to your lady friend about that and say like, you're going to keep me around, right?
Yeah, no, we've already, that contract's in blood, man.
Yeah. Robots don't bleed.
No, my contract with her.
Oh. Yeah. Right. Like I said, robots don't bleed.
She's not a robot, man. Blue-collar occupations were particularly hit hard, and self-driving car killed a woman in Tempe, Arizona. We knew that in March, which at least one man brandishing a rifle cited as the reason for his dislike of the machines. Brandishing a rifle? Okay, so now I'm in bed with the fucking like conspiracy theorist rifle-toting people.
Totally.
So maybe I need to back off.
That's where you're pretty much at.
Maybe I need to get back.
Remember, this is the same argument with the wording and language isn't as flowery, but when cars started taking the place of horses.
Yeah.
They said, what's next? Someday we're going to have people that don't even drive their cars. And is that happening? No.
Yes.
Whoop. Tomato.
Is. We should go back to horses.
But this is the same argument that was made then.
But less poop.
And there
Way
were
less
people.
poop.
There was a lot of people brandishing firearms back then.
Well, yes, that's true.
I mean, less people then than now, but per capita, more people. If that makes any sense.
Per capita. Yes, I see what you're saying because there's more people now. I understand what you're saying. I get the math now. Sometimes it takes me a minute.
No, it doesn't.
And you know why?
Guy.
And that's why I'm going to get replaced because some fucking robot's going to come in with the fastest 10 key in the West, and I'm screwed.
See, I know that no robot could do my job, but I know that any robot could be me.
I don't think that's true. Maybe a robot with a couple wires loose.
Right, a defective robot, a zero robot, if you would.
2 more bits. Abusive humanoid robots can be disturbing and expensive, but there may be a solution, says Miss Vakovska. She described a colleague in the field of social robotics telling a story recently about robots being introduced to a kindergarten class. Oh, no. He said that, quote, kids have this tendency of being very brutal to the robot. They would kick the robot. They'd be cruel to it. They would be not really not nice. Because kids are assholes.
That's true.
Good on you, kids. Hey, kids, put your trust in this robot. No! See? Fucking stranger danger right there. They immediately responded correctly. Way to go, kids.
It was funny because they have a lot of these studies that say, like, kids aren't born with hate and they don't see color or religion or race when they first, but it was funny because there's a part of one of these studies said, like, yeah, kids don't see that. But at the same time, if kids want something, they also don't care who they'll take it from. Like, they'll just walk up and smack somebody in the face and be like, that lollipop looks good. Yeah, I want it.
Yeah, they have some moral issues for sure.
I think it's part of, the first vagina they taste is their mom's.
Good Christ.
What? They come out screaming, mouth is wide open. There's that goop. And if there's an episiotomy, they're getting the poop too.
Oh my God.
They're going to smell like that hotel room we're staying in.
Come on.
And how do you hug that? When it came out, how do you hug that? And you're like, this is mine. You're like,
because you don't hug it till they clean it up.
All right.
They take the baby, they take him over to like a table that's got like a heat lamp, like their French fries.
Oh, also known as a robot.
Yep, sure. And then they clean them all up and make them look good. And then they immediately put a hat on their head because a lot of times kids
head.
Yes, they've got the banana head coming out the birth canal.
Right.
And so they'll put the hat on. It's funny because you always see these babies, you're like, why do they always put the hat on? Then you see the baby without the hat, you're like, oh.
Yeah, those 3 plates don't look good when they're nestled on top of each other.
No. Well, and when by like the next morning or whatever, by 12 hours later or something, their head's fine.
Yeah.
It just takes a minute to like snap back in place.
So what do they do to your spouse? Do they clean her up and make her look presentable again? Or are you just like, it's never going to be the same again?
They pour her a drink. What do they do to, what do you mean? What do they do to her?
Well, they episiotomied her. So there's got to be some reconstruction going on somewhere.
They don't episiotomy every woman.
Well, they do a lot. Let me ask you this, Matt.
Okay.
This part will be cut out of the show, but I'll ask you anyway. Like, after seeing that whole thing torn open and blown apart, how is it like, is it still attractive when you go back to it?
Have I not told you this before?
I don't know. I don't think you've ever talked about going down on your wife.
Wow.
Episode title.
Wow. Oh, God. This will be part of the show, by the way. When I went in the first time and she was having our first child, it took a little while longer for him to come out. And so there were times where like, okay, you need to help. Like, she's going to push, I'm going to be on one side. The nurse is telling me this. You're going to be one side. You're going to be the other side, whatever. And then at one point they're like, hey, Dad, do you want to see here's the top of the head? Do you want to see the head? No, I don't. Everything throughout the whole thing. Dad, you want to see? Nope. The whole time I said, I do not want to see any of this. I have no interest in seeing it. And I told her from the get-go, I said, if you want me to look at that in a sexual manner in the future, I think it's best that I don't look at it. I'm going to be up here with you, and I'll let them do their business down there. She said,
it was
totally
funny because
understand.
I talked to her not too long ago, and she
Did
said
you?
that's what you actually wrote on a Valentine's Day card.
I'm so glad I didn't look at your vagina being exploded by our child.
So you didn't either time?
No, God, no.
Right. Oh, so when you go back, you feel like, I mean, is it put back together?
When I go back, is it put back together?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how that stuff works.
You clearly don't.
No.
For her sake, I will not discuss the matter of her private region, but I'll just tell you right now, it's fucking wonderful.
Is this why you don't want us to meet her?
No, because it's a robot.
If
How do you think they replaced? It's got new parts.
If the 4 of us are ever out to dinner and you hear me go, so let me ask you this: are you just gonna like get up and punch me right in the face?
I'm gonna go to the bathroom or the car and drive home.
Yeah, I'm taking him with me. I don't know what's going on.
I can only imagine there'd be like 74 questions. So at one point, Matt said this in the show. What do you think of this? And she'll be like, excuse me?
Oh, no, you're giving me way too much credit if you expect me to remember
That's true.
anything.
You don't remember anything.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, I got that going for me. Annaleis does, though. She remembers
true.
all that shit.
And she's a little instigator. So she'll turn towards me and go, didn't you want to ask Matt's lady friend about her vagina? I'd be like, wait, what? Oh, I did. That's right.
Yeah. Lady friend, let me ask you this. Now, you're a vagina.
Yeah.
Boop. Yeah, spit take.
Yeah, I'm just covered in drinks and wine. We're 15 minutes in. The bread hasn't even arrived.
Isn't it time to go to bed? It's like 7:30. Oh, fuck.
It's so crazy. It makes you think, like, why do we even do this?
You know what? I don't even think we need to read the last part. I think we finished off nicely
I
with
apologize.
talking about my lady friend's vagina. I appreciate that.
I hijacked your article.
No, that's okay. That's okay. We got through the bulk of the story that I want to talk about. Another segment we haven't done in a while, and it's because it's the last one I had available because Anna Goldfarb has given up the 6 words a long time ago, like 4 or 5 months ago.
You think she got fired?
No, she's like a freelance person. I think so. I think she writes for a bunch of different publications. So Vice is only part of her gig.
She working in Trump's White House?
No, I don't believe so.
Is anybody?
She well, who knows? But I think she does articles for like the New Yorker, Vice.com, like a bunch of different places. But she hasn't done one of these in a while. So this was the last one. It was from a while back. So I wanted to go through this. Just it's a nostalgia episode.
A little throwback.
Exactly.
A little. It's a what if episode.
That's right. I like that. Worst advice received in 6 words.
Oh.
Did you have anything? Maybe from your biological father or something?
Have Neil be your co-host.
That works. So, you ready?
Let's see. Don't end the podcast on 260.
You want me to leave that in?
Leave it in.
Nick, 32. No C in that name. Just pray your brain tumor away. Yeah. I bet that worked.
Yeah.
Is Nick dead?
Well, it's so funny because isn't that like kind of like just pray death away? Like you're going to go one way or another. Some people just know the way they're going to go.
And if you feel like you want to pray as a way of like helping yourself mentally, that's great. But you can't expect that that's going to get your brain tumor out of there.
It's not how that works. Are you saying that's not how that works?
That's not how it works. It's like those families that don't do medical service or service in their kids. It's like, God, come on, man. It's okay.
Yeah.
Let's use Western medicine.
I dated someone briefly when I was, I'll say dated, but we were younger in high school. So I don't think it's really dating. You're just kind of hanging out.
Was she in the room? Last week's question?
Oh, yeah. She would have been in the room. Sure. Why not? But her mother was we do not go to the doctors. We do everything through prayer.
Oh, boy.
And fortunately, she had good friends with other mothers that took her to the doctor when something was wrong under a different name or just paid for it on their own. But there was she had some actual health issues that needed addressing. So
that's not good.
Although I guess that works. Mom prayed, didn't have to pay for it. Daughter got cured.
So yeah, it's gonna come out that way. The mom's like, see, I prayed and it went away.
I think I'm saying, I wonder if that's like the anti-vaxxers. They're like, I ain't paying for this shit. No, I am doing it. And then someone does it and they're like, yeah, all right.
Yeah,
it
worked. Terry, 25. Forget your ex. Fuck someone else. Yeah, great plan.
No, yeah, I don't know. I don't like that.
I mean, at least you get laid, right?
Yeah, I don't like it.
Katie, 24. Have children now when you're younger.
No, I don't like that at all.
Yes,
it should be have children, wait. Never mind. Don't do that.
You don't want. You're saying not at all. But what I'm saying is, there's an appeal that some people have to it because you have your children, and then by the time you're getting more toward like retirement age, you're fucking empty nest. But I say enjoy your fucking 20s.
I'm saying empty nest all the way.
I know you are. We know how you feel about it, Neil. But for those of us who have children, I'm glad that I waited until my 30s.
But right now, just say what you say about having children when you're drunk.
I thought that was private.
I'm sorry.
God, I'm going to pray that gets removed from this podcast.
Like a tumor.
Anna, 27, male manager, quote, talk less in meetings. Oh, what a dick.
But, okay, so here's the thing. Is it because he's male? If it was a female manager, would we be thinking that same thing? And 2, what if Anna's just really talks too much in meetings? Like, we never look at it from the other point of view.
That's true. But in this case, it certainly seems like it was a male, and he turned to her and said, "Hey."
Oh,
Anna.
Absolutely. She's got it absolutely right.
Anna, why are you talking? You see Betty talking?
Yeah.
See Lisa talking?
No, it'd be the other way. Anna, why are you talking? You see Steve talking? You see Mark talking?
Jen, 34. Sick husband? Leave him. Save yourself. You fucking selfish bitch.
Oh, I was going the other way. I'm like, yeah, it makes sense.
No. Hey, you got cancer? I'm out. I'll pray for you.
Yeah.
But I'm going to leave.
Yeah.
Oh, Jen.
Hey, and what was the other one about? Forget your ex-girlfriend and have sex with whoever you see next?
Yeah, right. Well, it wasn't exactly that, but sort of.
Yeah, you can mix it all together.
It wasn't have sex with the next person you see.
Whatever.
But that worked.
Going to the post office. It's going to be awkward.
You seen some of those old dames behind the counter at the post office? Oh, Zach, 36. Hungover? You should drink more booze. Well, that is true.
We've all said that to somebody. Not we've all. We've all, meaning you and I, have said that to somebody at some point.
Yes, but it's an endless cycle. Eventually, you do have to stop.
Someday.
Debbie, 37. Pulling out during sex equals no pregnancy. Well, I know what to tell you, Debbie. It works. You just did it wrong.
Yeah. If you pull out at the right time, you're good.
Shit's flawless.
Once you finish and then you pull it, because everyone pulls out eventually.
Right, exactly.
So it's your timing.
Just don't
not your method.
Just don't shoot down in that region, and you're fine.
Right.
Everything will be fine.
Right.
Liz, 34. Can't get diseases from blowjobs. Amen, Liz. I have a bumper sticker on my car that says this.
So I want to know how that conversation went. I really, really like sucking dick, but I'm afraid of getting a disease. And then your unintelligent friend says, don't worry about it, man. Just suck all the dick you want. You're not going to get any disease.
See, I think it's the guy. I think she's like, I want to have sex with you, but I'm afraid that I'm going to get some sort of disease. And he's like, then just blow me and we got no problems.
Oh, see, even in my head, I think of humanity as a positive thing, except for your stupid friend.
It would be funny, though, if Debbie was like, you're right. It'll be no problem. She's got a canker sore. Oh, shit.
Yes, she gave him the disease. She has mouth warts.
Oh, sorry, pal.
Those damn mouth crabs.
Did I say Debbie? I meant Liz. Liz was the one, not Debbie. Debbie was pulling out during sex.
Debbie and Liz talk together.
This all together. Oh, Lauren, 32. Bathrobes are a waste of money. They are. That is good advice.
Agree to disagree.
How often do you wear a bathrobe?
Only on vacation, and I wear it a lot.
Do you?
Yeah.
I just feel like I would rather put on...
Okay, check this out.
Okay.
Coming back from the beach. You've been in Jamaica, freaking all slimy and sweaty from the beach. Get in,
drop
your shorts, have a little pump action. No, you're not going to shower, man. A little pump action. Throw on the bathrobe, take a shower, throw on the bathrobe, get ready for the night, but you're just chilling in your bathrobe.
I guess. To me, as an athleisure wear connoisseur,
yeah,
I would just put sweats on and a t-shirt and I'd be just as comfortable.
No, but bathrobe, you got everything's ready just in case you want a little post beach pre-dinner action.
I guess
it's all there. And like you're waiting. I'm waiting to put on my nicer clothes to go out to the restaurants at night. Why am I going to put on athleisure wear, take that off, and plus at this time I've already powdered and lotioned.
True, and you had a pump, like you said.
Yeah.
Some pump action.
But however, at home,
is that how you proposed to her? Annaleis.
Oh, geez, it's
little
terrible.
Pump, I don't
even
action?
know why she has sex with me, to be honest with you. The things I come up with.
Quick couple of pumps? No?
Yeah.
It's only going to be a couple pumps.
Slather up, the porpoise. Let's play SeaWorld.
Don't worry, I'll pull out. Don't worry.
Yeah. Well, I don't have to. It's all broken.
That's true.
There ain't nothing working down there.
Good point.
Yeah.
In not college, high school, as a kid, I was a much more modest person with my bodily form.
More modest than you are now?
Yes.
Oh.
You don't know me, dude. You didn't see me walking around your house in the middle of the night naked, hanging out with Zero.
No, but we do have cameras, so I could have checked.
I forgot about that.
That's right.
I used to be so modest, and I lived in a house with like all these adults because I was back in DC, and it was like, it was my mom, and then like her friend.
Hey, dude,
my uncle,
I hate to do this
to you, man.
It wasn't
her friend. It was a gal.
But your mom and her friend, it's probably good that you weren't walking around naked in front of them.
Well, sure, but what I'm saying is, I would take it to the next level by like I'd take a shower and they would just see my arm come out and grab a towel, and then they see my arm come out and grab a robe, and I'd come out. They joke that I would come out of the shower fully dressed. Very modest.
Yeah.
I know you're not surprised.
I'm gonna leave this alone.
Okay. Yeah. Ashley, 39. Life peaks during high school years. Yeah, It does, Ashley. Clearly you weren't cool. High school was the fucking best. Oh, man. CJ, 25. It's okay to try heroin once. Yeah, that's probably not a good idea.
It's okay to try
just
heroin once.
God, just try it. Miriam, 33.
No, Miriam is 73.
I know. How 33?
Nobody named Miriam is 33.
It's a family name.
What?
Marge, 26.
Yeah.
What? Miriam, 33. Your wedding is all about you. That is true. It should be about you. But people fucking get in there and start making shit about them. We actually got pretty lucky because nobody caused any big drama at ours. But I've been to weddings where people fuck that up big time.
Yeah, I was a wedding where I was a groomsman, where I had no business being a groomsman, but apparently these people thought I should be, where I had to give the speech the best man was supposed to give the speech.
Okay.
Because he decided 30 seconds before he didn't want to do it.
And he just fucking defaulted to you and you had to jump in?
Yeah.
God, it's a good thing you can riff that well because you must have just, what'd you get? Did you pull something good out?
It was pretty good, but it was really cheesy. It was the stereotypical, when I think of love, I think of these two people.
Oh my God.
Yeah. But there were a lot of funny jokes in there where I made up that the people I was talking about in the wedding party were part of these stories, but they weren't.
Yeah.
I just made up.
That's good. Personalize it.
So it worked. And it was funny because I think it was the groom's mother came up to me and said, I know we've never met, but it's so nice that you know my son so well. And I'm like, oh, fucking no shit. I went to beauty school with his wife. I don't know what to tell you.
I'm surprised you didn't just fucking take a love ballad and use the lyrics from that and just start going.
Every rose has its thorn.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Joanna, 34. Max out all your credit cards. Why would you do that? Terrible piece of advice.
Unless your plan is to go through bankruptcy, then
you're like about to die. Like, who gives a shit? Run it up.
That's my plan.
That's a good idea. Mm-hmm. They can't go after you. Can't go after your relatives. Dom, 31. Wear 2 condoms. It's more protection. Is this from the American Pie school of?
Yeah. I don't even know what to say to that.
Oh, Dom. Pete, 38. Buy your house. Don't rent it. Why is that bad advice? You think you should just fucking throw money away renting it? No, you should buy the house.
Don't rent it. That doesn't make any sense.
They're saying that's bad advice.
Stability. However, I have a friend who's an accountant and a very good accountant and has a lot of like high profile clients.
Better than me?
I'm not going to say that. No. But he rents and he says it's not worth buying a house.
Well, there are certain cases, for instance, San Francisco, maybe, where the mortgage payment would be so outrageous, but the rents there are so fucking high anyway.
You just shouldn't live in San Francisco.
Yeah, that's
certainly
it.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe if you feel like the market is peaking, so you don't want to get in at that level and buy a house at that point.
But even then,
you should always buy the house.
Long term, right? I mean, my parents bought their house a long time ago. They own it now.
Yeah.
So that's huge. That's,
of course.
You know, when rents in their area were $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 for a home like theirs, their mortgage was like $600.
Yeah,
you know. So I
don't. So it could be a timing thing, but in general, I mean, what does rent get you? It gets you flexibility, and shit gets fixed for you by a landlord. That's it. Otherwise, you don't get the tax write-offs. You don't get any equity. Why the fuck would you do that?
Yeah, for me, it's the long-term stability. If you as you get older and you want to retire, and you're like, if you planned it right, where your house is paid off around the time you retire, that's a lot of money you don't have to spend every month, even with property tax and insurance and having to fix it up. It's still way less than what you'd be paying for in rent.
Right, and our $3 million house is almost paid off. So,
well, yeah, but then you have that other frickin' 40 plus.
Well, I got a lot of plots. I got a lot of plots to develop on. Jasmine, 32. Want to lose weight? Start smoking cigarettes. 100% true.
It's true. Not good advice, but it's true.
Look at fucking supermodels, man. Smoke like chimneys.
Butt chug and smoke, man. You're good.
You should have seen me in college. All I did was smoke cigarettes and
Pure
drink Diet Coke.
chugger. I know your nickname. That's why they call you BC.
I didn't.
You're like, what's up, BC?
I wasn't a butt chugger.
BC, and you're like,
It was not a butt chugger. in college.
It was really weird when we were hanging out at the Wounded Dick and you were like dipping tampons in beer. I'm like, I don't know what's going on.
Damn. Terrible. Brian, 39. Stay a virgin until you're married. That's a great idea, Brian. Let's just roll the dice and hope you're good.
Hope, yeah.
You need to test that shit in advance. You know, a wise gal once said, quote, take off your pants.
She did. She most certainly did.
She wasn't going to get married before she knew what was going on.
Oh, God, no. She wasn't even going to hang out. She said, we ain't even grabbing beers.
Look, I'm not hanging here unless I'm getting some action.
Yeah, I'm not 18. Come on.
She wanted that pump action.
Yeah, wanted freaking
Oh.
get that Twinkie stinky. You know what I'm saying?
And finally, Adam, 29. Ladies love a good dick pic. Yeah, that's accurate, right, ladies? Ladies.
I'll have to ask my mom.
There's another Dimitri Martin joke. You're a fan. He was.
Yes.
There's some joke that he had from a special while ago where he's like, everything just sounds fucking creepy when you add ladies on the end of it.
Yes. Yeah, that I saw, yeah. And it's true, the way he did it. Because you could say anything.
Yeah.
Like, hey, maybe we should podcast next week. Ladies.
Yeah. I don't think there's a way to say ladies without it sounding weird. Look at those
Not
ladies
if you
over there.
If you start with it, if the group you're talking to is okay with that term, but if you say like, hey, ladies, I think we should go freaking hit it now.
Yeah, I guess that.
No, that would not. Do not use that.
I'm saying, I think if. Yeah, there's no scenario.
No, there's no way.
I mean, even the Beastie Boys were being tongue in cheek when they sang "Hey ladies."
Hey ladies. Yeah.
Right. So I don't think it works, ladies. That is all we have, Neil.
Hey Matt, let me ask you this.
Sure.
You want to record next week?
I don't know.
Fair enough. You want to talk about it on Friday?
Let's talk about it on Friday. So I will be on the Halos and Heathens vlog, 5 p.m. Pacific time, Friday, April 26th, where we'll be discussing the recent ending of the Dark Angels and Pretty Freaks show. And you know what? We'll see how I feel by then.
We'll see if Reasons Are keeps going or not.
We don't know.
And whose fault will it be? Will it be my fault?
Probably.
Will it be Annaleis' fault?
I don't know. What do you guys think, ladies?
9, 0, lady friend, the ding dongs, Matt.
It could be any combination of those things.
Matt's dad.
Oh, it's going to be my dad's fault.
It'll be your dad's fault.
Guaranteed. Anyway, thank you very, 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 very much for listening to our show. You can find us at reasonsareseveral.com. Please go out to don'tgotopless.store and get some gear, because that shit's always fresh. Remember, you can tweet at us at reasonsare, at angelsfreak7. You can email us at reasonsareseveral@gmail.com. Goodbye.
And good luck.
This one's a hit.